Hi, I'm Kat Robinson, a broker associate with Compass Real Estate and team leader of the Tailored Real Estate Group in Houston, Texas. I'm here today to talk to you about buying a home in Houston. So, two big things that you gotta know is number one, our city is amazing. It's so much fun. I can't wait to tell you about it. And number two, our housing market is phenomenal and it's super affordable. All right, let's talk about the beautiful city of Houston. Number one, it's the fourth largest city in America. It could contain New York, Miami, Washington, Boston, San Francisco, Seattle, and Minneapolis inside. So, let's talk about who lives in Houston. There are 2.3 million residents that live here, and they really enjoy our world-class arts, our professional sports, our award-winning dining. We have 2 international airports, nearly 1,500 acres of parks and recreation inside the city. We have NASA, and of course, we have the Texas Medical Center. Okay, so I told you I love our city, so let me tell you a little bit more details about what I just mentioned. So the residents that live here are super diverse. I absolutely love it. There are over 145 recorded languages in Houston, which ranks up close to Manhattan. And 1/3 of Houstonians actually speak a second language at home. 22% of our residents are within the age of 5 and 19, which makes education really important. So yes, Houstonians love education. So there are 14 major institutions in Houston and 60 degree granting institutions, 100 trade, vocational, and business schools. So we definitely develop talent in this city. And we need it because guess what? We love caring for others, and our Texas Medical Center that's hosted here needs that talent. So let's talk about the medical center. It is the largest medical complex in the world. There are 21 renowned hospitals, and we host the #1 cancer treatment center in America, MD Anderson. We also have 7.2 million patients that visit the Texas Medical Center every year. And we are continually being innovative, and it goes all the way back to 1968 when we did the first heart transplant, and in 76 we started Lifelight, which is now in almost every major city, right? So all of that started in Houston. So we're super innovative and love our connections with our people. In fact, our international connections are pretty substantial. So let's talk about the international trade that we have here. It actually supports 1/3 of our economy. I would say that the other 2/3 are oil and gas and the medical industry. So international trade's big deal. 3.5 million travelers came to visit Houston in 2017. It helps that we hosted the Super Bowl that year too. But 91 nations are represented here by having a consulate, and that makes us the 3rd largest in America. And of course, I've already mentioned we have 2 international airports, so that brings people in and out all the time with great round trip flights to Europe, Asia, Australia, all of that stuff. So that definitely makes business great. Which, speaking of business, Forbes actually named us the #1 major city to stretch your paycheck out. So that really makes it attractive for businesses to come here because their people can have better quality lives because they're not spending every single penny on housing or whatnot, right? So we can stretch that paycheck out here for sure. So if we're not working or learning, we're playing. So Houston plays hard with arts, eating, and outside activities. So let's take a look at the arts. We have 20 cultural districts, 500 plus institutions in Houston that are devoted to visual and performance arts, one of the largest museum districts with 20 museums within walking distance. including our Children's Museum, which is the highest attended children's museum in America. Our zoo boasts of 6,000 animals, and our Menil collection, which is a very intimate gallery, it is named one of the most important private collections of the 20th century. And sometimes you can go there for free. I love that. So if we're not looking at the arts, we're probably gonna eat. Houston eats out more than any city in America, on average 7 times a week. It's a lot. So where are they eating? We are eating at the 10,000 plus restaurants that represent 75 national categories. So yes, you can eat around the world and never leave Houston. I love that. 600 plus of those restaurants include vegan-friendly menu options. 500 plus are farm-to-table style, and we have 700 plus food trucks. So yes, food truck festivals are super fun here in Houston because, again, you can eat around the world and not leave the parking lot. So much fun. All right, so if we're not eating, we're probably gonna burn off those calories by being outside. So Houston is the #1 in the country for total park acreage in cities over 1 million residents. It has 198 golf courses within a 50-mile radius. And we have a 300-mile interconnected bikeway that covers 500 square miles of Houston. Wow. And if you just want to sit still and let that beautiful meal just kind of digest, I guess that's the best word, right? You can take a look at the over 400 species of birds that are native to the area. So you are not going to be bored here. That is a fact.